some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Cara Pateas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Williamson. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
They get enough crush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds, right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The run from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season. Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Finds his tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Got to be honest, guys, I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll try to run for it. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short, and what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the 1st down. He'll keep it on the sneak. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And you feel pretty good about a quarterback. Most of the time, such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go, no push. Big stop by the D.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Karapateas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. The Trojans head quickly to the line. To the air, it's Williamson. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to let one go back to the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Trojans will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Back's going for the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Defense in press coverage. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
In the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. A designed run for the quarterback. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these These are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Wants to go up top. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw again. Got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quick strike complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Back to pass, it's Williamson. Got a man, it's Harris. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Trojans want to move quickly. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Caught close to the marker, it's Harris. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Williamson. Gets it out quickly. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. He'll take it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo. They're trailing by 17 to Old Dominion. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year,
turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gives it on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
and quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The quick out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Bought a little time, lets it go. touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Give him 114 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to pass. It's Williamson. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Shakes off the defender. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
And the Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To the air, it's Williamson. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working on the right. Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the...
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He splits the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Karapateas. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Williamson. Finds the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to him on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going strike.
On first down at 2nd and 7. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Williamson. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. On the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USC!
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been challenged now, Jesse, and it's up to this offense to provide an answer.
Yeah, they've got to be able to get the momentum back, David.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 11 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got him this time. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
And that is a play you got to make as the defender. You got the lead here late in the game. You got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Quarterback moving. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down.
And, man, that was an almost opportunity for this defense that you thought he might could get the pick, but I like the way they drop back. They play the pass, they break on the football, and they make sure that the receiver can't make a play.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Fakes the grab on the left. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Got the back over the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Lets it go to the end zone. And he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need, and now they need to cap it with a 2.
Well, they came up with a massive touchdown, but this next play is even bigger. You need a 2-point conversion to tie this thing. There are only seconds left on the game clock. This is the play that people will point back to if they get it, that maybe won them the game.
The last touchdown, only part of the battle. Now the 2-point try to tie the game. From the gun. Incomplete. The 2-point conversion attempt fails, and in the final seconds of this one, they still find themselves down by 2.
USC 28, Ohio State 26.
Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Offense working from the pistol. They'll test the right side. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Find some fresh air. He's loose. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.